I mean, dude, when we started, I had virtually no YouTube presence at all. We're getting close to 10K subscribers now. I would never do this shit on my own. The script writing is amazing. The ideation shit is probably the most important. Obviously, the filming and all that stuff goes crazy. Even today, we filmed 4 videos. I honestly don't think your service is quote unquote expensive. That kind of insinuates that it's not worth it because it's worth more. It's worth its weight in gold. Really invest in the best, and that's what you'll get.
Amazing. Thank you, sir.
Well, let's tell the people how much money I've made.
Cool.
I've got it all.
So Jimmy's been a client for what, 3 months now?
Probably
About
maybe
four and a half.
Four months now. We've been attributing revenue to the videos that we've created for Jimmy. The way that we've been doing that is through Hyros. So all the traffic that comes through the links in the videos that we create for him, we're able to track the sales from. Jimmy, do you know roughly how much?
Hundreds of thousands, without a doubt, like tracked throughout the months. Like 1 month was almost 100,000 alone. I mean, dude, when we started, I had virtually no YouTube presence at all. Dude, I'm not even big on most socials. So it was like all you guys for the most part. You know, all I did was just sit there, you know, whatever. The script writing is amazing, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, we're getting close to 10K subscribers now. If anything, I'm the one holding us back in terms of like just being busy and not pushing on certain stuff or whatever. So yeah, we've made some fucking serious runway for sure.
Yeah, I
Filmed
think
some bangers.
There's volume. Jimmy's spoken about that as well. Like you're under 10K subs and you cleared hundreds of thousands of dollars in directly tracked revenue to YouTube.
Yeah, because we make videos that have actual like emotional connections. I mean, obviously, I think you guys know I have a pretty awesome product.
I was gonna say you have a great product.
I have a great product. You know, that we make good videos that highlights that. We could have the best product in the world and make videos that are shit. You know, so it's the best duo we could have. You know.
Yeah, and also like I'm kind of curious, like what was your thought process? Because I know like I was like harassing you for a few weeks because it was like, all right, I'm ready. I'm gonna be ready soon for like getting on YouTube. Like, why didn't you start sooner?
I just had stuff that I needed to nail down in my business. I knew that I had the product, you guys had the sauce for the back end. So I was like, let me make sure I'm ready to really do this. And I was,
you know, you limit people that come into your program.
Exactly. You know, I run different than most like info people would. So I just wanted to make sure I was good on that end. But I personally, I had a lot of faith because my boys were working with y'all and stuff. So yeah.
Could you speak into your experience through like even like the ideation, scripting process, and maybe even filming process as well?
Yeah, I mean, you guys make it like, and by the way, like this is one thing you'll see. My whole thing of how I run info is and sell my courses that I'm like the Robin Hood, the fucking Peter Pan, you know, like giving back to the people. You guys can vouch, like you've probably never seen someone run it like me, you know? And it's like, it's the same thing with a testimonial. I would never bullshit here. So it's gonna sound like I'm glazing, but it's very well deserved here. The ideation shit is probably the most important part. If like, obviously the filming and all that stuff goes crazy. Having the fact that I don't have to think about it is like insane. Like even today we filmed 4 videos. I didn't even really, all I said was, here's some rough ideas. They go through your content, bro. They're going through your, like you say it exactly how I would say it. I told Cam when I was filming, I was like, what the fuck? Like that was literally like, I don't even know if I've said that in a video before. You just know exactly what I'm gonna say. And that makes it so seamless for a guy that's busy like me trying to run a full ass business, do all that. I'm not a full-time content creator, be able to actually put out volume and good videos.
And live life.
Yeah, exactly. You know, do all the things I want to do. I would never do this shit on my own. So it's like you're paying for the accountability too. I was happy to pay a higher dollar too. Like, I honestly don't think your service is quote unquote expensive too. I think that kind of insinuates that it's not worth it because it's worth more. It's worth its weight in gold, you know? That concept though of like paying what someone's worth for this is very important because you guys still have had all the time to be dedicated for my stuff. You know, you don't have 100 clients, you know, like you're properly have the money to scale and outsource the things that should be outsourced. I feel like a lot of people that suck at YouTube are cheaping out on it.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, it's funny. I got a like text from today about somebody's like, yo, how do I like do this with like AI or something like that? Or like he's trying to outsource like the ideation of AI. It's just like,
every single shoot that we've done with Jimmy, like you've never set up a camera before, I don't think. Like, you know,
but like fucking
maybe one or two times we've had one of our videographers shoot with you, but for the most part it's me shooting with you like almost every time.
Yeah, and that made more sense like to outsource that for you guys. You know?
I think it's very easy for you to understand content as well and like quality content. I mean, we literally just made a video for you talking about like, you know, how to make viral content if you're an affiliate, but like at the same time you understand that like there's like a process behind it and there's like a science to it too. So like, how do you explain that to someone that's like never done content before, as like, there's actually like good and bad content. It's not just like film YouTube videos. It's like, you gotta be filming the right videos.
I mean, dude, I don't think there's much explanation to it besides if you don't understand that, then like you should really be listening, because that means you know nothing about content, because that's like the first thing anyone knows. And I say decent amount of our stuff sometimes is like collaboration, where you're like, hey, what do you think about this? And you go back and forth. But a lot of times I'm just like, let's just defer to you guys. It's easier to like let the master work, Same way I am with my TikTok stuff. Like my clients are like, yeah, what do you think? Okay, yeah.
This question is a little outside of the scope of YouTube, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my golf game?
It was worth $75 losing that day. Brother made sure he got the retainer and a bet out of me. So yeah.
My whole point of bringing that up is like we like to have fun too. Like, there's a time and place to be serious. I think Presley does a great job of that with the ideation side of things, and making sure everything's in line. And I realize that like shooting's not always fun, and like it can be tedious. So like I try to go out of my way to make it as fun as possible whenever I possibly can. So like we
go out to dinners, we do all that shit. We would have done it tonight if I wasn't busy. Like, we
literally invited him to Cote.
Yeah, you guys came to my meetups, like all that kind of stuff.
So we try to make it as, especially on the shooting side, as fun as possible, and again, keep what's serious and what's fun.
Yeah, facts. So 10 out of 10.
Final takeaway for somebody that's on the fence about starting YouTube or just working with us in general.
Get your fucking money up. Fucking seriously. I mean, like, I know you guys have already sent someone your work, and it's like, if you don't trust that, I'm not gonna lie, like, the problem's probably with them, right? It's like, there's really not other options out there, at least for doing similar stuff to me. In general, I don't think there's many people out there for YouTube, period. So it's like, okay, then is it the money or whatever it is? That's on you. Usually how much you are willing to invest, bro, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from doing this, right? Is the returns, sizes up the returns you can make. So the joke's on you. Really invest in the best, and that's what you'll get.
Amazing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.